Okay. And so we got the low in place now, which is 54.15. That's the number. So two things I'm going to accomplish. I'm going to go through my slide deck, and a market that is a great market to trade when you have a market like this is the SQQQ, and the TQQ. And if you stay to the very end, and once I get finished, I will go to a live roadmap and show y'all a real simple way to make some money if y'all are interested in that. Okay? Anybody interested in that to stay to the end for me to do that? Okay. Well, I'll show that to you because I did it, and it reminded me. I used to teach this. Carol reminded me. I don't know if Carol's here or not, but she reminded me of it, and it works like a champ in a market like this. So we'll cover that. So let me get to my slide presentation, and we'll get started. Wow, huge crowd. Huge crowd. All right, let's get into the slides. John, you gonna move the slides for me?
No, Tom, I think you're moving the slides, or maybe Adam is, but I'll share
I
my
didn't hear
roadmap.
Jonathan. Did y'all hear Jonathan? I don't know if he's muted. I can't hear Jonathan. Can y'all hear Jonathan? Oh, you're not moving the slides? Adam? Jonathan's not moving the slides. I'm supposed to move the slides.
1 second, T-Bus.
Hey, Jonathan, say a couple words. See if I can hear you.
Hey, Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, am I moving the slides?
I believe Adam is getting them shared for you right now.
T-Bus, I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. Give us a second. We'll get there. 9 o'clock's a rare meet.
Yeah, it is. Later than normal.
Yeah, but I want to get with everybody because I do think there's some value being together tonight with that big report tomorrow. Okay?
Hold on, T-Bus. Let me get it set up right.
Okay.
I got the mouse.
You got the mouse. I'm always proud when I see those kind of numbers showing up this time unnoticed. Adam, look at those numbers of people showing up here. That's huge.
All right, the mouse is yours.
Mouse is mine. All right. Let me get rid of the team viewer. Move the chat over here. Move that down to there. Get rid of that. And I think we're ready to go. All right, folks, welcome to this special broadcast tonight. And I'm pretty excited about something that I think is very important. And it's the biggest question I guess for 40 years I've told people the most important question in trading is whether to be long, short, or out. And I finally, with all this technology, it came to me this weekend, and I put something together, and I'm loving it. It's so exciting to see people learn things I learned from 20 or 30 years ago, because market timing has always been my thing. But if you can get the direction right during the day, you got a whole bunch of opportunity. And so if anybody ever tells you that you can't do that, you really can if you got the right process. And so that's what this is about. There is risk involved in trading. Nothing's perfect. And the trades are there to show you just how powerful the education is and understanding it. Now, for those that don't know, got a lot of new people showing up tonight. Okay, former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile, author of 3 books. I work with 100,000 plus traders. I've probably close to 1 million this many years, but that's being conservative. Winning the day trading game. I'm the original day trader. Markets never sleep. I'm the original night trader. I had one of 50 Globex units. And I figured out a long time ago, you better come with a good attitude, and that attitude you need to win. Because this is a tough game. Don't you agree? This is a tough game. Now, here's some sources I have for people, resources. The first book is World's Greatest Stock Trader. I encourage you to get this book and read it. It's an old book, but it's got such great information in it. You will recognize a lot of things that Jesse Livermore did that I modernized over the year. My book, Winning the Day Trading Game, is very well read and very well received. The Markets Never Sleep is a 24-hour market, and that attitude book is there. There's another book by Livermore, by Smitten, I really like, The Amazing Life of Jesse Livermore. Also, if you want a referral and you're going to open up an account, Tasty Trade, the biggest thing day traders run into is commissions. Everybody agree with that? The cost of doing the trades, right? And you can't let that affect whether you get in or get out. Tasty Trade is very reasonable. If you want to account with them, you want to streamline the process, send Roe at DTI Trader an email. He will send you a link. I've got a relationship for them for years. And then if you're trading futures, it's a great place. If you're trading stock and options, they got a great platform, a simple platform. Also, a new platform I've been using because I don't like paying commissions is called Tradier.com. Again, I have a referral link for you there. NASDAQ.com is a great website, probably one of the best in the business. You ought to learn about it. They got a lot of good information. Okay? Yeah, Robin, Tasty Trade's a lot better than Schwab, commission-wise. I like their platform a little bit better, but commission-wise. And finally, if you want to know about what's happening in the world, around the world, you got to learn about the CMEgroup.com website. Talks about futures and all the products and everything that's happening in the world. Okay? And I'm going to add to this list, it will be out to 2 pages eventually when I had time to really do some thinking about it. I used to do this all the time, and people love the fact, especially if they're looking to get better at this game of trading, the recommended resource. Now, at DTI, we help you master the markets through education, training, and experience. You ask yourself this question. It's 9 o'clock at night. It's been a long day. I've been going since 5 this morning. What motivates me to be here? Passion of what we do. Because I want to help you and teach you the best way to do this game. I made all the mistakes in the past. I still make mistakes, but every day is a chance to do it the right way. That's why I'm here tonight. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. In my opinion, it might be the biggest day of the week. Everybody thought yesterday was the biggest day, but I'm saying tomorrow might be that day that we're able to recognize there's been a change. We will see if I'm right, wrong, or whether we got more to go. Okay? That is important. Now let me run through a few questions. How much is it worth? I ask this question all the time to know the daily direction of the QQQ, the TQQ, SQQ. Are you aware that the TQQ, the SQQQ, and the QQQ are trading right now? How many people are aware of that? That's trading right now? And I'm in it right now. I'm in the SQQQ. Right now, I'm in it because it trades around the clock. The QQQ trades, but the SQQQ and the TQQ, you can make some pretty decent money if you get the trend right, knowing whether to be long, short, or out. Now, this came to me over the weekend, okay? And over the weekend, it hit me. Years ago, I had a program, how to make $1,000 a day. It was called TON, Trading Options at Night, in the morning. Adam remembers it very well. But I decided I was going to show people over the next 90 days how to learn the daily direction. And then I said, how valuable would that be if you walked away knowing that? Okay? Way to go, Chris. Now, who would like to learn a high probability futures trade based off that opening in the morning? I'm going to teach it. I'm going to teach it. You didn't have, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule. Now you think you could make money each day if you knew to be long, short, or out of the market at that time of day? 10:15. In 5 minutes there, you're going to know what the odds are, whether it's going to go up the rest of the day or go down. And about 8 out of 10 are going to be great days. So then you manage your risk around that. All these questions should be yes. Give me a yes, everybody here. I got a huge crowd in here. Everybody type in yes if you agree with what I just said. There goes a yes, 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 yes. We're clicking you off. We're going to cut your sound off if you don't answer yes. Understand the importance of long, short, of out. Around 70-75% of all stocks will follow the direction of the S&P future. In other words, if the S&P futures goes from a high number to a low number, 7 out of 10 stocks are going to fall, regardless of what happens. There's always an exception outside of that, but about 75% of the stocks. So you want to figure out, that's why I spend so much time every morning trying to give everybody what I call the pivot number. Now here's a recent update in the market. Yeah, we had an update. Here's 3 top stocks traded on the S&P. So let me give you a scenario. What would you do if you had the confidence that I taught you exactly what to look for, and at 10:15 in the morning you knew you were going to win 8 out of 10 times? How many people, give me another yes, how many people could make some money with that information? Now here's NVIDIA versus the S&P. See the S&P there, where it just clearly went higher? Look what NVIDIA did. You think you might have made some money on NVIDIA on that day? This is what I'm trying to show you you have the power to learn this and use it like I have all these years. That's the S&P and NVIDIA. There's the S&P and Apple, same thing. Nothing special about Apple that day or NVIDIA that day, but they're following that general S&P after about 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, I don't know about you, but if you can learn that combination of things to check before you put your risk dollars in play, knowing the following, that you're going to be right 8 out of 10 times. Tell me about it. So I got to thinking about it today. I'm really focusing on this, and I'm planning on teaching a lot more than I originally planned on. There's Tesla. Look at it. They're burning the cars, but on that day, the S&P took off, Tesla went up. This is what I'm talking about. Now, look at those same stocks on a down day. In other words, the S&P went down. Look at NVIDIA, fell out of bed. Look at Apple, fell out of bed. See how this works? Tesla fell out of bed. All because you had the direction right on the general market. When did you have it right? Around 10:15 in the morning. Now, long, short, or out is the million-dollar question for every trader. Many times have you done the following. You get in because you think it's going higher and it reverses on you, you lose money, right? You picked the direction because it was up. That's not what we're doing. We're talking about building the building blocks to a long, or the building blocks to a short, or a building block saying, hey, we don't want to put money at risk. There's a reversal on a strong trend. I've been there. I don't think it's your fault. No one's ever taught it to you. There's a hidden signal that will help you get the direction and target profit off of it. That's what this is about. Out of the raw data that I went through, if you use this signal, you're going to be right 80% of the time. Nothing's complicated about it, but do you think your odds of making money would increase if you knew that signal and knew how to apply it? I think they would. And besides that, think about this. You're going to get confidence to go in because you're going to know on that day, you said it was going up and it went up. Over 124 days, signal's right over 100 times by 10:15. The big question is, how much is that worth to you? How much would it be worth to you to have this, not just for the next 90 days, but for the rest of your trading career? It hadn't changed in 35 years. What I'm going to show you over the next 90 days, it hadn't changed. It hadn't changed since the day Livermore did it. That was last Friday. Look at that down day. Look at all those stocks on that day. NASDAQ was down 3%. S&P was down 2.38. Look at all those stocks. Pretty interesting, isn't it? So what you got to worry about, if you're right 80 times, what are you going to do with the 20? That's the $64,000 question, right? And I'm going to show you what works. Now, in this case, you invested 1,000 QQQ on that day. You'd have had 1,026 at the end of the day. Invested in the SQQQ, you'd have made 3 times as much money. I'd rather be in the SQQQ. Which one would you rather be in? Or what about an E-mini short where you pulled in 6,950 bucks? That's why I tell everybody ought to have a futures account. You know how I'm strong on that one, okay? But look at those numbers. Same risk. Is it going to go up, going to go down, or is it going to be sideways? In fact, That's the beauty thing about futures. Put 25 in an ES put, it'd been worth 220 on that day. You trade an ES futures, you'd have made over $7,000. I did that trade. There it is. I did it again today, by the way, and about the same results. I'm still in it right now because I haven't hit my reversal point. Now, would you like to learn this signal in the trade that I look at every day at 10:15? That's a simple question. This directional play, I'm going to do it and teach it for the next 90 days. Today we had a master class. Who was at my master class today? You learned something today, didn't you? And what did I tell you? There's more to go. And tomorrow, I'm planning on doing another one. Jim said it was fantastic. Thank you, Jim. Because I'm going to teach it. We'll enter trades at 10:15. We'll exit trades by 4 p.m. Now, some of them have 5-star values, like tomorrow after a big report. We're going to have some value being together at 10:15. Approach, you buy puts, calls, buy puts on the E-mini, calls on the E-mini, buy the SQQ on days that go down. It goes up. That makes it simple. You buy TQQ on days that go up. Let's look at some charts from Friday. That's what the E-mini did. Pretty bad Friday. Look at that thing fall out of bed. That's what the SQQ did. It was up 7.8% on that day. That's that futures trade I did, a put option. I invested $100 on that one. Made 220. $100 in options had a potential to pay big. That's what I like. Big leverage, low risk. Now this is going to be called the daily double. And you're probably going to get sick of me talking about it because I'm going to have everybody in there getting the direction right and getting the right horse to ride. Why 90 days? Because it's a lot of work, but I feel like I can work the week at that time in the day and help you very simply by using a Telegram channel we call the Daily Double. And that way you get the information once you learn how to read the information. That's what I'm doing now in my series of master classes. This is Trump 2.0. I've been saying that we should make a low this week. The tariffs are in force. So we'll see if in fact buyers do step in. We'll find out, maybe sooner than later. The daily double will get you on the right side regardless of what happens each and every day because now you've got the process. Whether you trade the E-mini, micro, puts, calls, SQQ, TQQ, or the QQQ options, you're going to have the answer. That's your choice. Now, when I came up with this price, I was saying, well, what would that be for 90 days or whatever? So I came up with a price anybody here can join. So the beta program is 90 days at $4.97. I know a lot of people signed up. I wanted to give everybody a chance because tomorrow I got another master class in the morning at 10:15. Go to dtitrader.com/double, call there. Get the information the fastest in that daily double channel. Tomorrow we'll have it there. And I'll answer your questions, but go 904-706-3532 if you got any questions. Got 14 days to try me out, see exactly what I'm talking about. There's no VIP, it's just that one cost, $4.97. And is it okay for new traders, small traders? Absolutely. Because I'm going to show you, if you don't have a big account, how to avoid day trades. Anybody want to learn that? That'll be master class number 3. I'll spend time next week doing that one. But tomorrow, we're going to be there to support you. The 90-day program's right there. What I'm going to do, I told you and promised you I'd last 30 minutes. I need another 5 minutes. So let's give it 8 minutes for you to get joined. And then I want to go to a chart for tonight and give you some numbers. So John, can you put it like a 7-minute timer up there to give people time to join? Any questions? If you've got a small account, I'm going to teach you how to do it. It's Sylvia, it's for both stock and futures. You can do anything if you got the direction, right? It's up to you. Yeah. By the way, we will send, if you join tonight and wasn't there, we have a recording of what I covered today. You'll get that tonight. I should have mentioned that. Folks, don't go into tomorrow out understanding how to get the direction right. Robin, I would stay in because I'm going to cover the SQQQ. Mark, I might go to Ninja Trader. They're pretty cheap. Ninja Trader's pretty cheap. Yeah, just get joined, sign up, and then Adam will make sure you get today's recording, or Jonathan, they'll get it out to you. And then watch the news tomorrow and be there at 10:15. 90 days. We got a lot to cover, but I'm going to do it where you can digest it. I think I know how to teach it after all these years. Now, William, at first I'm going to teach you how to set it up. I have the indicator in development right now. It's not ready for prime time. I'm working on it. So there's 2 parts. I want you to do well, and the way for you to do well is learn what I'm going to teach you in this. The daily double. How many people can be there tomorrow at 10:15? Tell me you're going to be there. Tell me you want to learn this. Tell me, yeah, perfect. We talked about it. They saw a glimpse of it. They just saw the first chapter. There's about 10 chapters. No, you will not, Jennifer. You have no problem. You will have no problem at all. All right, so you got to remember 2 things. One, listen to me when I quit talking here, because I'm going to show people that want to trade the SQQ tonight. Okay? Just put that referral link from Jonathan, Jennifer, okay? Will you do that? You won't have any issues. The compliance officer is a friend of mine. He'll take care of it. She knows that I teach people the right way to do this. Heck, I've known her for 20 years. Alfonso, I would put $100. The one I'm gonna put in futures first tonight is gonna be a spread that expires tomorrow. When you got a report like that, I want to get that spread on that expires tomorrow. Get better bang for your buck for the $100. Instead of making 200 or 300, you might make 1,000 if we get it right. Okay. Thanks, Rick, Richard, and Sylvia. All right. This is simple, it's straightforward. There'll be 10 master classes. I'm saying it tonight. I'll probably do 3 or 4 each month. Yeah, Sylvia, put your email in there and they'll send it to you once they validate. You're in the program, right? No, this is other material there. This is not Futures First. This is pretty good stuff. The Daily Double. I love that name. Now, this is a particular portion. We'll handle it. All right, let's go and Jonathan, bring up the SQQQ and just do it one big chart on the SQQQ. Okay, do reference bar. Can you do reference bar 1 from last night? Can you show last night? Reference bar 1?
Let's see, from last night, that would be this one right here.
Can you circle it? Okay. Does everybody see that? That's reference bar 1 from last night. William, tomorrow put your name and email and I'll call you and get you straightened out, okay? That's reference bar 1. Did we break the high of that bar or the low of that bar?
We first broke the low here on this bar here.
No, RB1.
Circle. I'm not sure if you can see the red circle, but this is RB1 right here.
Oh, okay, that's RB1. And then we broke it right there, correct?
Right.
Okay, so you could have got short when it broke that low. What time did it break it? Can you tell me what time at night it broke it?
That was actually that was the morning bar because this is not a full 24-hour market. That was at 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
All right, what reference bar was it then? Because I'm trying to teach you something real quick about how to do this.
Well, yeah, I don't know where you're going with it, but this white bar right here is kind of hard to see. Was when it opened up for pre-market this morning.
That's the white bar?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to RB3 this morning. Just go to RB3.
This is
I got
RB3.
a better chart I'll show you tomorrow. Anyway, that's RB3. Okay, we broke the bar right there on the SQQQ. Everybody see that? Right there. You could have bought the SQQQ. The question you got to ask is where do you risk? There's 2 places you risk. About 1% of the SQQ is about 50 cents. So you put a stop there. at 50 cents. Let me ask you a question, John. Did we ever break the low of that bar?
The low of reference bar 3, no, we did not.
Y'all think y'all might learn to make that trade? The SQQQ, you buy it. You got your stop out of the cover. Usually about 1% from the break of the bar will keep you in the trade if it's a good trade. Write that down. Cost me a lot of money to learn that number.
But you need to go below the reference bar if it's
Yeah,
reasonable.
yeah. What he's saying is if 1% won't get you below the reference bar, put your stop below the reference bar.
You can always
We'll talk about this tomorrow in real time, but I wanted you to see what it looks like, okay? The colors blue are the reference bars, white are we call them XYZ reference bars. They're different times, like the pre-market bar, the Genesis bar, and the closing bell bar. Do y'all think you might make some money just learning that little trick with the SQQ? Because if it was going up, you could do the TQQ. Do you think that was worth staying to the end? Me giving that to you. That's why I wanted to cover it tonight, because folks, I'm about to take you over the next 90 days. I'm going to show you insights that you could buy out of a textbook. My insights come from the School of Hard Knocks. Anybody ever heard of that? I'm going to give you those type insights. This is why I wanted to meet tonight. There's two numbers you got to know on the S&P. 57.23 and 54.15. A close or above that means we're going higher for the month of April. A close below that, we're going lower for the month of April. Those are the keys to the April month. Boy, we got a lot of people joining. I want to thank everybody for joining. William, you're going to love the roadmap. I'll show you tomorrow, okay? Well, folks, I'm sorry I did it so late, such short notice, but y'all showed me y'all would come. We had a huge crowd in here. We got a bunch of great new members to the Daily Double. The Double D. I love it. We got it recorded. We'll let you listen to it. Let's get some sleep. I'll be active in the morning in TNT at 5 o'clock. Y'all have a great night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.